Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week Wisdom and Legacy Building podcast. This is day 414 of our trek, and today is Motivation Monday. Every Monday, we will hike the trails of life that will encourage and motivate you to live the rich and satisfying life for this week. Today, we will explore the 10 obstacles that destroy motivation on life's trek and how to avoid them. We are broadcasting from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. When this episode airs, we will be back at the big house for about 10 days. We have a good bit of traveling between Marietta and Charlotte through the remainder of this year, plus at least one more trip to Arizona planned. So life does not appear to be slowing down much for the foreseeable future. Different seasons of life requires different focuses. We are thankful to be in good health and have the opportunities to continue to grow, learn, and enjoy life. Enjoying life, even with its trials and tribulations, is a choice that we make each day. No one that I know of is immune from the challenges of life, and many of the people that seem to have it all together may just be dealing with their issues from a different perspective. Managing the challenges of life with the proper motivation and attitude makes all the difference. We are certainly not immune to the economic upheavals, interpersonal issues, family trials, balancing lives, and managing expectations. It does boil down to consistent persistence and persevering when others would give up. We are quite ordinary folk and are proof that great things can happen to ordinary people if they work hard enough and never give up. On our trek for today, let us explore how to overcome those 10 obstacles that can destroy motivation. As we go through the trek of life each day, we do come across obstacles that takes the wind out of our sails, which can cause us to lose motivation. Preparing for these obstacles ahead of time and knowing how to combat them can help us to keep moving forward. Here are the 10 obstacles of life that you might face each day. The first obstacle is worry. Worry is the most unproductive of all human activities. Although all of us have concerns about the variety of issues throughout each day, but when it crosses over the line to worry, then it becomes troubling. Worrying will stifle you. Most worry is unfounded, and it's about situations that we have no control over. So ask yourself this question when you find yourself beginning to worry. Do I have control over this situation? If you do, then come up with a solution. And if you do not, then there's nothing you can do about it, so stop worrying. Jesus tells us in Matthew chapter 6, verse 25, "That is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food and drink, or enough clothes to wear. Isn't life more than food, and your body more than clothing?" The second obstacle that we face that can destroy motivation is fear. Closely tied to worry is fear. I like the acronym for fear that helps us to keep it in the proper perspective, which is false evidence appearing real. Unless it is a situation where you lose life or limb, there is no reason to be fearful. Fear is a state of mind, and most of what we fear will never come to pass. Many times what we fear is based on our ego and pride. Fear can shut us down from moving forward. It can destroy the life of abundance. The Apostle Paul told his apprentice Timothy in the second letter that he wrote to him, "God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." So do not fear. Instead, be motivated to move confidently forward with power, love, and self-discipline. The third obstacle that will destroy motivation is crossing bridges that you have not come to yet. Although it's good to plan and prepare, your life is still fluid in this fast-paced, technology-driven world. Do not attempt to cross bridges that you have not come to yet. With the trails of life constantly changing, you really don't know what bridges you'll come upon in the future. When you do come to a bridge, you will have the appropriate wisdom and insight to cross it at that time. If not, then it is a learning experience for you, and you will gain the needed skills to cross the bridge at that time. After all, you can only cross one bridge at a time. The fourth obstacle that will destroy motivation is trying to handle multiple problems at once. No one truly has the capability to multitask. It is impossible. Even computers can only handle one command at a time. You may be faster or slower than others in handling tasks of life, but you still can only complete one of them at a time. So don't try to solve all your problems at once. Take them in a logical order and continue to move forward, and you will handle them all eventually. The age-old question is, how do you eat an elephant? And is always answered one bite at a time. And so it is with your issues of life. Take them one at a time without losing your forward motion. The fifth obstacle that can destroy motivation is sleeping with your problems. Problems make poor bedfellows. At the end of each day, set any remaining problems aside. Never take them to bed with you. If they are important, they will still be there the next day. But an amazing thing is that problems have a way of shrinking during the night, so leave them alone. If the problems are truly important, they will still be there the next day, and you can be motivated to handle them once you're well rested and full of energy. With your mind at rest, you may have a solution needed for the next day. The sixth obstacle that will destroy motivation is borrowing other people's problems. You likely have enough of your own issues to deal with. Don't take on the problems of others. They are best suited to handle their own issues. Too many times we take on the problems of others when we have not really dealt with our own. If another person attempts to put their monkeys on your back, don't let them. You have your own circus to deal with. Once you have completed all your pressing issues, then choose wisely on helping others. They may need to go through their own problems if they're going to grow and mature. The seventh obstacle that will destroy motivation is to bring yesterday into today. Do not relive yesterday for good or ill. It is forever gone. Concentrate on what is happening today. Live today to the fullest and focus on making an impact today. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you are one day closer. As the Apostle Paul told the Philippian church in chapter 4, verses 13 and 14, "No, dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it, but I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead. I press on to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize for which God, through Christ Jesus, is calling us." And the eighth obstacle that will destroy motivation is not listening. Only when you listen do you hear ideas that are different from your own. It is hard to learn something new when you are talking, and some people do really know more than you do. I'm not sure about you, but I have learned very little when I am talking. Listening and learning from others can spur on new ideas and new action plans. Yes, make sure that you are listening to wise and positive people, but always be willing to listen and learn. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 23 tells us, "Watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble." The ninth obstacle that will destroy motivation is frustration. Do not become bogged down with frustration, for 90% of that is rooted in self-pity and will only interfere with your positive action. When you do find yourself becoming frustrated, you do have two choices. Either come up with a solution to overcome what is frustrating you and put that plan into action, or drop it and move on. If you have no control over the source of your frustration, then there is no reason to allow it to continue to frustrate you. Move on and move forward. And then the 10th obstacle that will destroy motivation is, when life's trails are rough, count your blessing. There are blessings in every situation you face, no matter how difficult it may appear. Never overlook the smallest of blessings, for a lot of small blessings will add up to big ones. We all have so much to be thankful for, so make it a habit of praying this simple prayer each morning. Dear God, today I woke up, I am alive, I am relatively healthy, can't ask for more than that. Thank you. Today on our trek, we explored the 10 obstacles that we all face on life's trek that can destroy our motivation. When you find your motivation for life waning, come back to this list and read through it again and set out on your trek with new resolve. It's always worth it. Tomorrow's short trek will be part of our Wisdom Unplugged series that we are now hiking on Tuesdays and Thursdays. These 2 to 3 minute wisdom supplements will assist you in becoming healthy, wealthy, and wise throughout your entire week. So encourage your family and friends to join us, and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our trek for today. Just as you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person when you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. If you'd like to listen to any of the past daily treks, they are available at wisdom-trek.com. And don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Trek so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. The journal for today's trek is available at wisdom-trek.com, and thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.